work, and got a sun's creeped out, so I'm gonna run out there and take some sun on my legs and then my face and stuff for about 30 minutes or so, and then come back in here and soak, and then we'll survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. And guys, it's very important not to feel that you have to have a personality that is pleasing to mass crowds, to have you be accepted by mass crowds and then be influential to these mass crowds. It's not necessary. You're given life by an infinite essence, and you have laws in place for an eternal existence, and you understand and obey those laws and observe those laws and have dignity and respect for life and for others. You don't have to like the person across the street. You don't have to like the person, you don't have to like everybody. You don't have to enjoy being around them. You can, okay, I just want to get away from this person. I'm not comfortable around them. I don't like them. Okay. And having molecular structures that replicate, okay, that are temples for the soul. That makes a lot of sense. You don't have to really think it over too much. You don't have to question. You don't have to, is that person going to try to kill me? Blah, blah, blah. It's entirely tangible that person has killed people like you, okay, over tens and thousands of years, but we're living the Lord's Prayer now, okay? And we're not rocket scientists, and you get rocket scientists, you're not a good person, okay? I'm the Messiah, I'm a good person. Okay? I'm like Jesus and Daniel and David and Muhammad, okay? Life's eternal grace is infinite. Share, care, given according to need, built to last. Okay. I didn't say put up a fucking rocket, put a virtual presence in people's houses, study their sex life like they're animals, and manipulate them with the delusion of money. Okay. Don't tell me you're a rocket scientist and you're more intelligent than me. Okay. You put up equipment to abuse people with your ego. Okay. So please shut the fuck up. Because your technology is going to have to kill you if you can't understand me. Okay. You don't have to like me. We don't have to get along. We don't have to smile at each other. We don't have to get together, and I don't have to buy you lunch and then tell me, in Nueva York, my brother-in-law, I don't give a fuck. Okay. We're not doing money anymore. The Lord's Prayer is perfect. I corrected your technology. I did it with the love and the help of people like me before me in the past, and the people, okay, that focus on people like me in the present and in the future when most people are living the Lord's Prayer. So I'm getting this done. Survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. I know what the hell I'm doing, you dirty, rotten bastards, right? I get emotional. Yes, I get emotional. I'm a human being who's been studied and sticked and fricked and abused by jealous, manipulative, competitive, narcissistic, brain chemical addicted perverts my whole blessed life. I'm 59 years old. I am sick of you assholes on TV talking about all the great things you've done with your pathetic life, giving your life away to the delusions of your fucked up egos. I used to have a big crush on Salt and Pepper. I sat and watched them on Jennifer Hudson last night. I was like, remember watching that movie and that Tritch guy from Naughty by Nature. I would have kicked his ass. I wouldn't have kicked his ass. No. I would have said, hey, you need to, and she would have, mind your own business. What? Okay. And he would have said, I'm being generous today and don't want to kick your ass. You don't know how many times I've fucking heard that, asshole. Okay. And in a free world, I'm going to be able to say, you do know. Okay. Go home. Walk, don't run. I don't want to talk to you, okay? You have sex with assholes like that, and because you think you enjoy the sex, you treat men like me like shit. Just because of the color of my skin and the tribe. Just because I look like people that killed your relatives doesn't mean I'm the people that killed your relatives. You're just reflecting yourself on me, and I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. I'm sick of your money-grubbing bullshit, your fashion, and all the rest of your egotistical expression. Okay? I like beats as much as the next person. Boom ba doom boom boom ba doom boom boom ba doom. I like beats too. Okay? And with a voice like Ella's ringing out, there's no way the band could lose. Right? Time after time, I tell myself how lucky I am. It's just luck's not real. We all know that, right? But I do love that song. Lenny Welch also does a good job with it. Well, because he has an amazing voice too. Okay? But Professor Moriarty is a virtuoso on the bassoon. Right? That's fiction. It still applies. Okay? There have been some very talented people that are complete fucking murderous, narcissistic, selfish assholes. They will go into business with people that rape girls to death that are from their rival tribe and think they deserve it because their rival tribe is the spawn of Satan. Okay? Do you understand me? Okay. Earl's grouchy. And last night I'm sitting there watching the news. They have this gentleman who used to throw hammers and shit at UTEP. And he says that same archaic, tribal, secular, sex cult, violent bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You gotta work for everything you get. Okay, I'm gonna give you Proverbs because I'm the heart of Psalms. And it's good to work when you can get up and do for yourself, when you can wipe your own ass, when you can wash your own ass, when you can wash your own dishes, when you can fix your own toilet. That's a good thing. It's a damn good thing. But people that can do something, that assholes that manipulate with money as circuit gimmicks, can do it better than everybody else. I worked hard for everything I got. Especially that fucking ego. And you didn't have to work that fucking hard to get it. You just had to think you were great at something. Okay, do you understand? Now shut the fuck up. Go live the Lord's Prayer and pass it on. We don't got to hang out. Okay, we ain't got to hang out. Just go live the Lord's Prayer. Greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. From Alabama to Mississippi to Tennessee to Texas to New Mexico to Saskatchewan to Manitoba to Quebec, right? I was watching this, sitting there stuff on the Grey Cup. Trevor Harris won a Grey Cup with Ottawa, right? But Henry Burris was quarterback in that game against Calgary, right? And then this Davis Alexander kid, he's new, right? But the reason why Montreal was picked to win the Grey Cup is because of their defense. And their defense is statistically and just the way they play, that they're very good. And so Saskatchewan's going to have to be pretty spot on defense to beat Montreal. And Montreal, the big thing was the quarterback position was fluctuating. And now this Alexander kid is playing, and he's playing good, and they're playing good. Kind of like what happened with Toronto last year. And so, people, more of the odd makers, because of the dynamic, they're thinking, well, Montreal's the favorite to win it, right? Even though Saskatchewan has a better record. So Saskatchewan's defense is going to have to really hunker down and make sure that they keep Montreal's offense in place. So there's a chance because they both have good football teams, So, and football's fun to watch. But right now, it's just a circus gimmick for money with a big metal cup that's a trophy. And that makes you understand Billy Bob Thornton. It's like fucking the mattress. I get it. Can you hear me now? I'm going to get a can of whoop up here. You won't believe where I am. San Ysidro, New Mexico. You motherfuckers have known now for about the last 12 years, right? Unless you're living under a rock, which is your ego. There you go. How Siegfried and Roy of you. You can drive around with a tiger in your car. You just have to train the tiger real well. You can also do it with a cougar in the car. Okay, we saw that on a Ricky Bobby movie, right? And you could probably, I don't know, you wouldn't want to put buffalo on a place where you could roller skate because it's not real healthy for the buffalo. They need good solid soil and grass, and you put buffalo on polished concrete or things that's good for roller skating. That'd be hard on the buffalo. You wouldn't want to do that to a buffalo. They didn't do nothing to you. Well, buffalo killed my ancestors. You ate their family. Okay. Tit for tat, right? Okay. Now, buffalo, the reason why buffalo were exterminated from the face of the planet is because they are such big, they can destroy your crops. They can go over your fences like they're nothing and run over your house. Okay, they can destroy and knock down your house. They are big and they are, good source of food. Yeah, but when they get in a big herd, okay, that's why we don't have give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the deer and the play, right? And so they brought in domesticated animals because it's especially with the female of the cow, it's a lot safer for human life to do that. But dynamically, it still fulfills the same ecological interactives, as a buffalo. Right? So that's why we have the Hereford and all that stuff. As human being study, and then you had those people that took the boa constrictor to Florida, and fuck yeah, stupid. With a can of whoop app. Oh, T-Mobile, can you hear me now? All right. So they have to send in these robots, and these robot bunnies are blowing up the alligators, and they say, oh yeah, Louisiana law gonna get you, Amos. Ain't legal no more hunting gator in the bayou. Amos Moses, naming of Amos Moses after somebody in the Bible. It's all about business. Yeah, them electric bunny rabbits, right? And I know why people have big snakes like that. To feel a sense of power and control. Because they feel powerless. And I know people that own snakes and have snakes because they feel powerless. Right? Because they've been the subject of rocket science study their whole blessed, beautiful lives. Okay. Natalie has a snake named Scooby. Amy had snakes and liked to keep snakes, and Patrick has snakes. Okay. Me, I was born in 1966, pick up sticks. I've been kicking these motherfuckers in the dick since 1970. That's my snake. Right foot, Quorum 12 dick. Bam! Vatican ass. Bam! Pentagon. You pant bang on, motherfucker. Get the hell out of my chicken coop. I can abide by an animal that kills to eat, but not by an animal that just kills to kill. Don't turn nothing down but your collar. Get the hell out of sundown. You better take care if I find you've been creeping around my back stair and my chicken coop. And if that doesn't work, Scooby's going to get you. And I don't know what the names of Patrick snakes are. Stay out of the house, right? He has those kind of snakes, but he doesn't have them in places where they can get. He's not going to do that. If he's not going to keep the snake, he's going to do something intelligent. He's not going to release it off put it in the sewer and create a horror movie. Ben, the two of us need look no more. We both found what we were looking for. A friend like Ben. Guys, every time, when we made Roots back in the day, we were ignorant, and the ignorance was abusive, and the arrogance was terrible. Okay. It was in the 1970s. So when Alex went to help, like with Haile Selassie, give people back their humanity, back, to feel like I'm a human being. I'm given life by the glory of grace. I'm not a piece of property. Right? It was necessary. Okay. State of Jones and slave movies and violent movies and Detroit riot movies and stuff. Now it's just ripping scabs off and it's just inventing business opportunities. And one of you motherfuckers says create. Okay? You don't create anything. Okay? Even if you take the most minute thing and grow it in a lab, you manipulated matter that was given to you by the glory of creation. So pull your head out of your ego, you dumb assets. Shake your money maker. Money is an invention by the devil, and Satan accepts that invention as reality. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. Don't invent anything. Pull your head out of your ego and stop shaking your assets for your inventions. Okay? Reflect the beauty of the gift of creation and share it with kiddos because they are so cute. And critters can be cute, but they're not as cute as kids can be because kids can worship God, but cats can't. Okay, guys? I love you, right? Peace.